Do you talk to him like this?
Like what?
Like how you talking to us right now? Do you talk to him like that?
You over talking.
We're telling you how we feel about it.
Though.
Yeah, because you know why? Because the women ain't supposed to talk like that.
So can
I don't need neither one of y'all.
What's up, guys? It's your girl Rivah, and I'm back again with another video. So here is we are going to see, a modern woman in the wild. Okay, when trying to be held accountable, when trying to have a conversation, we are going to see the actual sign language at play of this woman basically crashing out for trying to be held accountable, and even for men just trying to get a word in. So I'm gonna go ahead and press play, pause play, and give you guys my thoughts, my feelings, my opinions on this entire situation.
I don't need them.
You talk to him like this?
That's why it's important for him to be that kind of important for me.
Do you talk to him like this?
Like what?
Like how you talking to us right now? Do you talk to him like that?
You over talking.
Yeah.
Tell me a lot of women.
Yeah.
So obviously the beginning of this conversation started off with her maybe talking about the needs that she has in a relationship and the part that, her spouse would have to play in a relationship and stuff like that. And so as these men are listening to her and analyzing her, they're like, well, is this how you act? Because if this is how you act, we already found the problem. Okay, we don't need to go down a rabbit hole and try to figure out, why he treats you a certain way or why you're not getting what you want out of a relationship, because we see it on full display. Because if you're acting like this with strangers, how do you act when you're upset with the person that you're actually in a relationship with?
Maybe you talk to him like
I'm
that,
gonna tell you something,
and you expect him to be a ride or die for you.
Can I say this? I ain't gonna say a lot of women.
You.
I was sitting here listening. There's no way in the, because I done dealt with this.
Mm-hmm,
There's no way in the, I'm gonna sit here and take you serious when you doing this to me. I got a mom.
I love this. Okay, I just gotta pause right here because there has been this conditioning for a lot of women who are used to being toxic, who are used to being argumentative, who are used to getting the last word, who are used to being disrespectful, who have seen the women before them be disrespectful. And, they believe that it is their right because of their feelings that they can act, say, do whatever it is that they want to do with no regard for anybody else just because of how they feel. And here we have men saying, I am not taking that, nor should they. Because if a woman was in a relationship with a man and he even looked like he was going to swing, raise his voice or whatever, how many people will you say, oh, you don't need to deal with that. That's toxic. And you do not have to, subject yourself to that behavior. Neither do men. You were there to be his companion. You're there to be in a relationship with him. You are not there to be over him.
Or had. I don't need another mama. I need a partner.
Yeah.
My partner in business or anything ain't gonna talk to me, make me feel this big.
Yeah.
First of all, I want to touch on something you said earlier. I'm glad
Before we get into what he's going to touch on earlier, I want to stop right there. So many women get comfortable emasculating their man, and it should make you feel uncomfortable. Like, it should make you feel uncomfortable to belittle the man that's supposed to be the leader of your household. That's not a good sign. It should be uncomfortable that you belittle or you minimize the role that this person is taking within your life just because of, again, how you feel or because of what you've gone through at the time or because, you want to be, you want your childhood traumas to be coddled and nurtured. It's disgusting. And a lot of women do it. And not only do a lot of women do that stuff privately, but a lot of the women do that stuff publicly. I see it on a constant basis. They be on TikTok, saying all kinds of stuff about their husbands, the people who are in a relationship with, the man who sleeps right in the bed with them to gain some kind of notoriety on TikTok with other women. And he doesn't even have any idea. Do you know how many women I know that have told me stuff about the intricate details of their lives and of their marriages? I'm talking about way prior to me having these conversations. And their husband has no idea that their wives speak of them in this way.
went in like that. I want to touch on something you just said a few minutes ago. We're getting here.
Yeah.
We're getting here.
First of all,
let me finish.
I don't want y'all to think that by me bringing that up, I'm talking down on my man.
You're out of control. Okay? Don't backpedal now. Stand on it. That's who you are. Now, because she's not getting the again, the admiration from the people around her. Now she's trying to tone it down and dial it back. Don't dial it back. Be who you are.
I'm using it as an example because I know that's how a nigga would do. A nigga will take the slightest little thing you say and try to make like I'm trying to belittle my man in front of here. No, that's not what I'm doing.
You're yelling. You're yelling. Like you're literally, no one is talking as loud as you. Just hearing this conversation without even knowing any context, people would know that you're the problem.
What I am doing though is making sure you understand that when a woman has a vision and a plan for where she want to go in her life, she don't need a man telling her, "Oh no, you don't need to go on."
She can do it in the instant.
So do it by yourself then. If you have a vision and your plan for your life and you don't think a man can add any context to that, can assist you with that, can help you with that, why are you with that man? If you got it, then you don't need nobody else to got it. So why do you need to prove that you don't need that man? Why don't you release that man and just be bad all by yourself like everybody has lied to you and told you is the better way to go? Why don't you do that? Because only thing I'm seeing is her constantly prove these men's points. She's constantly raising her voice. She's constantly over talking. And, you know, she has to have her voice the loudest in the room so that everybody will submit to her voice. She's emasculating the men on the panel and thinks that there's nothing wrong with it.
Inside voice?
She don't need to go on
She can talk in the inside voice.
Yeah, what's wrong with a regular voice?
She can talk in the regular voice.
When a man talk loud, he's confident.
No,
when a woman talk loud,
no.
She's when a woman talk loud, she's just loud.
Hell no. To the no.
Yeah, because you know why? Because the women ain't supposed to talk like that.
So can I finish?
You're right.
Both of y'all, if y'all think that I'm up here being some type of way because I don't need neither one of y'all and you're not going to sit up here and talk condescending to me either.
She's crushed out on the men too. Like, these are men who are not in a relationship with her. They're not sleeping with her. They brought her on the panel to have a conversation, and now she cursing them back. The beast is out. She done unleashed the beast. You are completely showing why you will continuously have every kind of problem or issue within any relationship that you get in because you do not know how to, first of all, have any self-control. But second of all, the minute that somebody even looks like they're picking up a mirror to show you something about you, you crash out.
I'm a strong woman. I'm a empowered woman. I don't take off of no. I don't go. He my daddy, my brother, my man.
Why get mad at
us? Me on stage.
So that means, again, you have no respect for men. None. And I would go a step further and say that you don't have any respect for yourself either. And I don't understand why women believe that this is strength. I don't understand why women believe that this is power. This is not strength or power. You having no self-control is not strength. You not knowing when to be quiet is not power. You not knowing how to control your emotions is not either one of those things. Humility is strength. Knowing that you're right about a situation, having to hold it and calm yourself down. Knowing how to, realign your nervous system. When somebody has really tried you on a certain level. That's strength. Kids throw temper tantrums. Why? Because of their immaturity and their inability to understand that just because you feel a certain way does not mean that is attached to the way that you act. So this is why also men compare women to children. Because she throwing a tantrum.
Listen, this is a question that you said. Why you mad at us for that?
This man over here, he has to cover his mouth because he's too stunned. Too stunned to speak. All they did was give their small point of view on the situation, and she done dropped F-bombs, F-you, I don't need y'all, I don't need no man, I don't care if it's my daddy, I don't care if it's anybody, and I hope she keeps that same sentiment if she's ever in any trouble that she don't call and no male police officer come, because she says she don't need no man. I hope she keep that same energy if, you know, God forbid she ever in a situation and a male people come from the ambulance because she don't need no man. This is so stupid. And a lot of these women don't think, because they are surrounded by, you know, an echo chamber of other women telling them that this is normal behavior and okay behavior, they don't understand how wrong and toxic it is. Like, she could see this video back and literally think that she did nothing wrong. I was just standing up for myself. You look crazy. Like, men don't want to be in relationships with this. Some men, unfortunately, grew up with this. Dealt with it while they were, you know, from their mother. Why would they then choose to get into situations that are going to be just like this?
I got a mama. Or had. I don't need another mama.
It's horrible. And she sees nothing wrong with this situation. This is completely normal to her. She's looking at them crazy for trying to check her. She's like, no, this is how we get down. This is how we talk. It's toxic. And unfortunately, this is a norm. You don't have to learn. Listen, you don't have to try to be the best version of yourself. You don't have to grow. You don't have to mature. You don't have to evolve. You don't have to have self-control. You don't have to need a man. You don't have to want to be on a man's page. You don't have to do any of those things. But there's repercussions for all those actions. You have no self-control. People with no self-control go to jail. Okay? Like, there's always going to be a repercussion for your lack of growth. And unfortunately, some of these women just never get it. I'd like to know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this entire situation. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in the next one. Love you.